But as we've also said, it's a hot one out there. Man, I just keep thinking about the people who are going to be sitting out in, it used to be called Pronkville, the mezzanine level, way out.
Yeah. All the sunshine.
They get the sun for the beginning of the game. And then once the sun goes behind the buildings, it's going to back off. But it's not exactly going to cool off anytime
Not cool
soon.
off. Notice Jay and Curtis there were very strategically placed in the shade.
Yes.
That was a good move on their part. And if you are going to the game tonight, hopefully you got a shady area to sit in, or you might want to find one. There's not going to be a lot of relief as far as the weather is concerned other than the shade. It is going to be a hot night for baseball. Temperatures in the 90s early on, and then only dropping back into the 80s, mainly dry, but hot and humid as we go through the evening hours. And we're going to stay very warm as we go through the overnight hours. We still have some heat advisories that are in place for now. And we're also going to see that chance for some late night, early morning showers and storms. And some of those could pack a punch first thing tomorrow morning. Out there right now, we're mostly dry, but we've got that heat and humidity in place. So our temperatures are in the 90s for many areas, and we feel even hotter thanks to that humidity. So it feels like 95 degrees at the Cuyahoga County Airport right now. It feels like 96 out towards Elyria. Now we do have air quality alerts that are in place. Ashtabula, Lake Geauga, Portage Summit, Cuyahoga, Medina, and Lorain counties. Those are going until midnight. We also have heat advisories extended to include areas of Cuyahoga County as well. These go through the evening and stretch all the way back towards the west. We've got more heat alerts there. We still have that core of the heat just off to our west, but we're also talking about the potential for some strong to severe storms. Right now, we've got some of that action going off into areas of Michigan. They've got severe thunderstorm watches and warnings for a lot of storms moving through there. The expectation is that these are actually going to work on dissipating, kind of fall apart as they head towards Lake Erie. So this is not the main line that we are going to be watching for our chance for storms tomorrow morning. That's going to be developing from what's off to the west. So not much to look at just now, but we're going to watch that development as we go through the overnight and into early tomorrow. And the thing about this is we're still going to have some very warm, humid air in place even tomorrow morning, because we're not going to see a lot of relief as we go through the overnight hours. Temperatures do eventually drop through the 80s and back into the 70s, but that's still very warm first thing in the morning. So as we see that chance for showers and storms arriving, it's going to have a lot of heat and humidity to work with. National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. Put the HER model on here. This is one of our more aggressive models when it comes to that storm potential. So we are looking past midnight now and towards tomorrow morning. First thing in the morning, we could have some storms really making an impact as they come in off of Lake Erie. We could have some possibly damaging winds and also some very heavy rain as these move through. So those are going to move in. That could really impact your morning plans, that morning drive. So make sure you've got look at the radar and check things out before you head out. Also good to have any alerts ready to go on your phone as well if we get any of those late tonight and into tomorrow morning. So really going to pack a punch through the morning hours. And then as we go through the day tomorrow, we're still going to have plenty of heat to work with. Not quite as hot as today, but it's still going to be a warm one. Again, damaging winds and heavy rain, biggest threats for first thing tomorrow morning. And we're still going to see a chance for a couple of pop-ups as we go through tomorrow afternoon, because it's still going to be a very warm day. Temperatures make it well into the 80s through the afternoon hours, and our humidity is actually going to be just a little bit higher for tomorrow. So that heat index is still going to be an issue. It's still going to feel like the 90s for most of us as we go through the afternoon hours. Rest of the week, we're still going to keep that heat and humidity in place. Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook, we're still going to keep that chance for a few showers and storms as well. Thursday and Friday. Friday is going to be a hot one with temperatures in the 90s. And then we do see some improvement for the weekend. Some lingering showers early Saturday, and then we are looking very nice for the rest of that Labor Day weekend.